I've heard so many different things on this thing, and it's like some of the comments as far as or some of the statements people are making are absolutely insane. Okay,
Like what?
like what a silverback gorilla could do. Okay,
Oh,
and the
John, let me just
size
tell
of a
you.
silverback gorilla.
Let me just tell you, if it
Go
was
ahead.
me, Bobby Lashley, and Rich Chow, this is what it would look like. We would be able to take them on. Do you see that? I had a graphic designer do this, and he designed it. It's us three against
Why
the
all of a
silverback
sudden? Why
gorilla.
all of a sudden are you
Easy.
why are you taller than Rich Chow for
Why do you
one?
have biceps?
And why do you have
No, no.
biceps like that?
This is the funniest thing. This is the funniest thing. I said the same. I was like, man, I love the fact that this is how it drew me up.
Yeah.
You know, and then this is the second remake on how they actually did throw it. I was like, I love that I'm taller and bigger than Bobby and Rich, and then it came back with that.
Yeah, boom, just shot you right
awesome.
down.
I mean, but let's have that conversation, Dave.
Okay, let's go.
Go ahead, Dave. What were you gonna say, Dave?
No, I was gonna say, I thought what was I gonna say. Yeah, when they were typing into the AI, hey, make a MMA fighter. They must have written good MMA fighter because you look pretty good in that picture. They must have written that by accident.
No, this jawline is still there. It's getting a little chubbier around the edges, so I got to get some work in. I've been doing my 5:30 a.m. jiu-jitsu. Yep, last week and then this week. I do it twice a week now. I got to work into it. Once the kids are out of school, I can be a little bit more, but right now, just 2 days a week. You know, the wife's not letting me do anything else.
Right now, 2 days a week is all your body can handle.
Last week, I would say yeah. Today, I feel good, like $1 million. I'm a little tired because you got to get up at like 4:50 to get down there. But geez, man, it's been last week was brutal, John. I was having a hard time taking a deep breath for like 2 days.
I believe it.
Yeah, it was horrible. Had all the little muscles in the middle of my back off my spine. I haven't used in probably 4 or 5 years.
Just the movement of shrimping and stuff when you do stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like, why do I hurt so bad? Oh, I know why.
Yeah. Well, then last week they had a couple black belts, obviously teaching there, one teaching there, and then a couple that were there. And I was like, and I haven't rolled with a black belt in a while. And I was like, yeah, it's just different, you know. And so, you know, me being a black belt, I was like, I got this. So. But yeah, and then when you realize they're like, you know what, it does go away. The conditioning, the strength,
everything.
My fingertips were raw from the game. I was just like, oh, this is painful. You know, I had to walk around the house like blowing on my fingertips.
Dude, you know what you'll find out is, you know how you when if you're doing it, if you're rolling with a gi, you'll get used to, you don't really squeeze. You kind of press with your thumb. You don't squeeze with your fingers. Okay. But as soon as you go and you're away from it for a while and you go back, right away you're grabbing with your hand and you're squeezing with your fingers, and it's like, why is my hands getting so tired? Oh, I know why.
Brutal.
Horrible.
It's no different when you're training for fights too. Like after you get done with the fight, you take probably a couple weeks from like sparring. You take a couple weeks off, but you still grapple and still wrestle and all that stuff, right? And then you get back into sparring, and when you get back into sparring, you realize that all the soft tissue on your forehead, those first couple sparring sessions, like it just is super sore along your forehead. Even if you're wearing headgear, it's still just all the impact from the punches you're taking. Like I end up with like tender spots all across my forehead, a little bit kind of down around the face, and obviously the cheek. But
cheeks,
yeah, it's brutal. Like
especially right on the bridge of your nose.
That's just a couple weeks away. I mean, I haven't really trained like real hard. It's since last week, but I mean, before that it was months, like hard though. And I try to jump into it like as if I hadn't missed a beat. It was painful. It was painful.
Okay. So now you're back to training. So now can you, with 100 men, beat a silverback gorilla?
With 100 men?
Yeah.
Oh, John, you know we could do it.
Oh yeah.
100 men?
It's
a couple guys are going to sacrifice their lives, but guess
absolutely.
What?
There's going to be some fucking people getting fucking tore up. But this whole thing of these people going, a silverback gorilla would be like, they can squat 3,000 pounds. No, they can't. Stop. Okay.
It's more like 3,500.
Dude, no, the whole thing is here. They're saying it's, a silverback gorilla is 600 pounds, the largest one ever. Okay, a normal silverback gorilla is somewhere between 350 and maybe up to 450, but that's big and they're super strong. But they also cardiovascularly not good. They're not. That's not the way they're set up. There's all kinds of things, and you look, you go, 100 fucking men. It couldn't survive. But I wouldn't want to be one of the first grabbing a hold of it.
But you're right. Like if they say,
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah.
you go first," you're like, "Nah,
yeah,
you go
yeah,
ahead.
you-
I'll
no,
go. I'll
I'm
go
out.
after you."
I'm
Yeah.
out.
It's no different. Look, silverback gorillas, I think they're obviously a lot more explosive and stuff. But if you watch the Eddie Hall fight and Puchanowski fight, like
Yeah,
let's just be honest, 45 more seconds, and then we both would have just been watching the boringest fight in the world.
that's right.
And they would have been hanging
And
on each
that's
other.
a silverback.
One guy probably with his hand on the fence, you kind of put one leg up next to the knee like a kickstand, just kind of leaning, just hoping that no one, someone to hold him up, then using the fence or using the other person. Yeah, that's what it would have turned out to.